Mabuhay! Good afternoon. Martin Aguilar here, the founder and chief consultant of the Filipino Hospitality. And we just wanted to welcome everyone for this briefing, an overview on the Bangon Turismo Program. It's going to be our scholarships for the displaced tourism workers in Palawan. Now, first, I just wanted to apologize because last week we actually scheduled an overview, a discussion on the Bangon Turismo program live. However, there were some technical difficulties that occurred during that time. So, again, we apologize for any inconvenience caused. Now, let's go ahead and discuss more about the program, what it is, right? So, here is a short outline of what we're going to be discussing today. So, first, an overview on, of course, the Philippine hospitality, what we do, who we are, right? And then we're going to be sharing more about the proposed project and maybe how you can help. And of course, how you can register. If you are a displaced tourism worker in Palawan, you want to know more about that. All right. So let's go ahead and discuss the program. So first, a little overview of who we are. Our company, the Filipino Hospitality, is actually a management and consultancy company now based in Puerto Princesa, Palawan. No, we used to be based in Muntinlupa in NCR in Manila for about 4 years. No, we were based there, but right now, of course, because of the pandemic, we decided to relocate back to Palawan, where, of course, I used to enjoy the earlier career, no, the earlier parts of my career as a hotelier. So, sabi nga nila, no, babalik at babalik ka daw. May comeback, na occurrence, no, or situation or nangyayari po dito sa Palawan, right? Now, what we do, no, as a management consultancy company, no, we believe in collaboration, right? So what we do is we collaborate with the different ASEAN master trainers and assessors here in the Philippines, no, so that we can promulgate the ACCSTP. Ano ba yung ACCSTP? It's the ASEAN Common Competency Standards for tourism professionals. Ayan. So, yun po ang ACCSTP at ang ginagawa po natin ay nakikipag-collaborate po tayo sa iba't ibang mga ASEAN master trainers and assessors here in the Philippines. Now, of course, our company, no, the Filipino Hospitality, our goal, no, really is to integrate the natural warmth of our Philippine hospitality. No, we believe, no, our being hospitable, 'di ba? Sinasabi nga natin ang Pilipino daw ang isa if not the most hospitable people in the world. And we know that, no, we recognize that. We know that it emanates, no, it roots from our culture, our history, our values, 'di ba po? So diyan po nanggagaling ang ating pagiging hospitable, and so we want to integrate that with international standards. So being an ASEAN master, of course, one of our role, no, really is to promulgate po yung tinatawag na ASEAN standard. So yun po ang gusto nating gawin, no, yung ating kultura, ang ating values, yung ating history, our hospitality, of course, integrated with international standards, no? So yun po ang isa sa mga ginagawa natin bilang kumpanya. Now, to just share a little about our previous engagements, no, we've had a lot of national projects since 3 years ago. We've been conducting trainings for the Department of Tourism for almost all of the regions, if not all. Some of the programs, no, that we've helped assisted or facilitated would be the tourism industry skills program. We've done training on ASEAN homestay standards, the Department of Tourism's Filipino brand of service excellence trainings, and a whole lot more trainings, no. So those are some of our national projects. Now, for international projects, we've facilitated quite a few as well. We've collaborated with a lot of organizations, international organizations, to do this as well because just to share, no, I'm also the ASEAN Mutual Recognitions Arrangement on Tourism Professionals or MRATP consultant for the 10 ASEAN member states, no, specifically the ASEAN Secretariat since 2019. And currently, I'm also the international consultant, the regional consultant for the project of enhancing the competitiveness of ASEAN human resources through TVET curriculum. Now, this is supported by the involvement of industries and labor market. So this is with ASEAN and the Korea Research International Vocational Education and Training, no? So or CREVET, no? Yan po ay ilan sa mga international projects that we are currently facilitating. Now, moving forward with what we're going to be discussing this afternoon would be the proposed project. Ano nga ba ang Bangon Turismo Project at bakit po natin to ginagawa or gustong gawin? No? So, what is the project rationale of this program or project? So first, we know that Palawan as a tourism destination has topped the world rankings numerous times. No, it received the title the world's best island from Travel Leisure in 2013, in 2016, in 2017, and 2020. It has also generated billions in revenue and has provided thousands of jobs all throughout key tourism destinations across the province, mainly in Puerto Princesa, in El Nido, in Coron, and in Port Barton and or San Vicente. Okay? Now, moving forward, the challenge is, however, because of the pandemic, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the tourism industry has been severely affected. And we know that. We've been seeing that happening, not only here in Palawan, but of course, no, across the globe, right? But, being a tourism dependent destination, that's really one of the challenges. And the industry and or the sector has been heavily affected dito po sa Palawan. And in fact, according to Governor Jose Alvarez, no, in the DOT media release in 2020, the province has estimated a staggering 150 billion loss in revenue. Ganyan po kadami, no? Ang isa sa mga nakikita po nating challenges, no, or result or impact na nangyari po because of the pandemic. Now, moving forward, consequently, it also paved way to about 14,000 tourism workers displaced and or suffered decreased salaries due to low to no demand from implemented travel bans and heightened travel requirements, which makes traveling very, very inconvenient and costly. So ganyan po kadami ang estimated po na nawalan ng trabaho dito po sa Palawan. Alright? Now, the proposed project is actually training scholarships for displaced tourism workers. Now, this is in line with the specific objectives of the Tulong Trabaho Act, which is proposed, no? Ito pong programa or project na gusto po natin gawin ay from or based on the Tulong Trabaho Scholarship Program under the new normal arrangements entitled 21st Century Essential Skills for Hospitality and Tourism, which actually seeks to capacitate displaced tourism workers from top tourist destinations across the region. No, yan po ang gusto namin. Ito pong Tulong Trabaho Act, ito pong Tulong Trabaho Scholarship Program ay under po ng TESDA, no? So we understand, no, na okay, meron pala tayong mga katulong, no, makakasama po sa potential po na project na ito. Kaya talaga namang we highly appreciate the efforts of the government with these kinds of initiatives, right? Now, as for the program focus, ano bang pag-aaralan natin? Ano bang i-discuss natin dyan sa 21st Century Essential Skills for Hospitality and Tourism? So kung ikaw ay nawalan ng trabaho, no, you used to work for hotels and resorts, travel agency, you're an accredited tour guide, how can I benefit from that program? So ano bang mga i-discuss natin? So some of the program focus would involve innovation, no? Tuturuan po natin or pag-aaralan po natin paano ba tayo magi-innovate, and we know that this is very important. Innovation is key, no? Sa atin pong mga kailangang gawin, no? For those who do not innovate, yan po ang mga napapag-iwanan. So kailangan na kailangan po, no? Another would be flexibility, no? At this point, we need to be flexible. We need to be, dati kasi parang kung ano lang yung alam mo, kung ano lang yung natutunan mo, kung ano lang ang pinag-aralan mo, yan lang ang gagawin mo. But now, you have to also be adaptable, no? You have to be flexible, you have to be adaptable, and you have to be multi-skilled. That's very important. At pag-uusapan po natin yan in the context of hospitality and tourism workers, no? So it's really going to be very general because of course, we have a lot of displaced tourism workers, no? Kaya titignan natin kung paano ba tayo magiging self-aware. How can we improve our self-management skills, no? Paano po ba tayo magiging critical thinkers, which is very essential not only for the leaders and managers of companies right now, but as well as for our staff, no? Kailangan matuto po sila ng creative problem solving. Of course, no, number one na po ang communication skills, no? Paano tayo makikipag-usap sa ating mga guests, no? Especially dito po sa Palawan, we're catering to different kinds of nationalities, and so very important po na ma-improve po ang ating communication. At nowadays, no, hindi po pwedeng puro ganito lang. Kailangan po mataas din po ang ating emotional intelligence, no? So we're going to be tackling about that as well. Now, in terms of business at the end of the day, a hotel, a resort, a travel agency, uh, 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 our tour operators, it's a business, no? So we also have to learn about negotiation as well as relationship management. At yan po, no, ang mga pag-aaralan natin sa programa pong ito, sa project po na to, right? So, are you excited? Ang dami po, no? Talagang napakadami pong mapapag-aralan, matututunan ng ating mga displaced tourism workers. Ayan. So I hope everyone's starting to get excited about the project, no? So the program duration for this would be from September to December. So again, nakasalalay po yan, no? Depende po yan sa approval po ng TESDA ng ating programa. But then, of course, no, that is our target starting months or implementation dates, right? So per batch, no, we're looking at about 50 participants, no? And it's going to be 5 days training. So talagang it's going to be a challenge for those who are currently working. Kaya po talaga ang target natin ay yung mga nawalan or currently wala pa pong trabaho because it's going to be 5 days training for 4 hours per day. So magiging ang mangyayari po niyan, meron po tayong morning session which is going to be from 10 to 12 and then an afternoon session which is going to be 1 to 3 p.m. Ayan. So online po ang magiging training natin. Like I understand most of you noticed, no, nakita po natin na talagang most of the learning like sa mga schools, nasa mga flexible learning options na po tayo ngayon, no? Flexible learning methodologies. And so, tinitignan po natin na ganun po ang mangyari ulit ngayon, right? So, it's going to be online, but given the situation, of course, kasi we're highly dependent on IATF protocols, yung directive po ng ating LGU, but pag mapayagan na po tayo, hopefully, no, we will consider a hybrid delivery kung saan half, no, 25 participants will be on-site, meaning face-to-face po yung training natin, and 25 will be online. So titignan pa po natin yon, no? But yan po ang nakikita natin sa ngayon. Alright, now, who are going to be the target beneficiaries? So we're looking at only 500 displaced tourism workers in Palawan. So we're looking at about 200 in Puerto Princesa, 100 in El Nido, 100 in Coron, and 100 in Port Barton and San Vicente. Now, we've spoken with the Department of Tourism Mimaropa region, and one of the recommendations really is to focus on DOT accredited establishments, no? Yan po ang recommendation. But of course, no, we're also collaborating with the city tourism, the City Tourism Council, the Palawan Tourism Office, at ang kanya-kanya pong mga Municipal Tourism Office like El Nido Tourism Office, yung ating Coron Tourism Office, as well as in San Vicente Tourism Office. Yan, kausap na po natin sila lahat and they're very eager to assist, no, to help, no, and hopefully our stakeholders also would assist us, no. So kausap na rin po natin yung ating mga respective associations. Hopefully, no, talagang ma-share nyo po sa ating pong mga miyembro, no, at sa ating pong mga stakeholders this scholarship because hopefully, no, they can avail. As you can see, we only have limited slots per destination, per location, no. So I hope that everyone can capitalize on that. Alright, now ano po bang mga magiging benefits ng mag-a-attend po nitong programa? So it's not just going to be free training, no? In fact, the free training, the 5 days training that they're going to be availing is worth 2,500 each. So malaking bagay na po, no? Na makapag-attend po ng ganito pong klaseng training. Of course, no, it's going to be based on international standards, no, as highlighted earlier. We're also going to be providing some cash allowances, no? Meron po tayong allowance for learning materials. There's going to be a training support fund and we're going to be providing new normal assistance. Yan po ang isa sa mga pinakamaganda ngayon. Kasi yung iba, syempre problemahin nila, saan po ako kukuha ng pang-internet ko? Eh, wala nga akong trabaho, wala nga kaming budget. And not everyone naman has data or Wi-Fi, no? Doon po sa kanilang mga bahay. So, you don't have to worry about that. We're also going to be providing yan pong tinatawag nating New Normal Assistance Fund. Ayan. So, napakalaking bagay. But wait, there's more. Meron pa po tayong gustong ibigay, no? Meron po ang TESDAng sinasabing bibigay nilang GSIS Group Personal Accidents Insurance. So kung kasama ka po sa mga mag-a-attend po dito, once na nakapag-register ka po, meron ka ng 1-year accident insurance which covers 100,000, no? If ever, knock on wood, no, magkaroon ng accidental death, you get 100,000. If you are hospitalized, no, nagka-problema po tayo for whatever reason, you will get 10,000 medical reimbursement as well as 10,000 bereavement assistance. No, halimbawa kayo po ay namatayan, knock on wood again, no, we don't want that to happen. But again, you're going to receive all of these benefits because of the program. Ayan po, no. So I hope, no, talagang nakikita po natin yung mga benefits, no, para po sa atin pong mga participants, right? So this is not like your typical training, no? You get a lot of benefits because of this program. Ayan. So I hope everyone's starting to be excited already. Ayan. Okay. Now, moving forward, ano pa ba ang i-discuss natin? How do you register? All right. So I'm sure you've seen our previous posts where we already indicated the link, no? Kung hindi pa po kayo nakapag-register, feel free to scroll back. Tignan lang po natin yung mga previous posts natin at nandun po naka-attach, no? Nakalagay po dun sa content yung ating link, no? But then, if you haven't registered yet, pwede rin nyo naman pong bisitahin itong website nito. Just kindly type in your browser, HTTPS, no? Yan po, bit.ly/Bangon Palawan Turismo. No, makikita po natin yan. It's going to direct you to the Google form or link, no, to that form where you can indicate your details. All right? And once you do that, no, you are going to be receiving this, no. You're going to get another email at padadalan po kayo ng registration form, no? So please make sure kumpletuhin po natin yung details. What you can do, you can just for those who do not have printers or who cannot edit this in their computers, no? Since ito po ay PDF, pwede nyo rin naman po itong ipaprint at i-manual nyo na lang po ang sulat, no? With your picture and other details. And you can just take a picture or pwede po kayong gumamit ng mga scanning apps katulad po ng cam scanner, and you can scan it and then email it back doon po sa nag-send sa inyo ng registration form na ito. Alright, so I hope that is clear. Please make sure you send all of the copies no ng lahat po ng pages ng form. Yung iba po kasi nagka-experience kami, pinadala lang po nila ay the second page kung saan nandun ang kanilang signature. We actually need both copies po no of all of the pages. So please go ahead and make sure you send it all. All right. So I hope everything's clear. I hope everyone's excited about the project, no? Maraming salamat po doon sa pong mga nag-register. In fact, we already have 100 plus registrations. Nako, konting-konti na lang po ang natitira doon po sa ating 500 slots, no? And in fact, doon po sa 100 plus na nag-registers, 63% already come from Puerto Princesa, about 22% come from El Nido, 8% or 9% from Coron, and I think about 2% pa lang ang nagre-register sa San Vicente or Port Barton. So, if you know anyone, no, yung mga ating mga friends, yung ating mga dating katrabaho, dyan po sa ating mga areas na ito, please, no, mention nyo po sa kanila itong scholarship program. Ito pong video na to is of course available on demand. So, please go ahead and share this link para po matutunan nila how to register. All right? So I hope everything is clear. Kung meron pa po kayong mga further questions, you can just DM us here, no? So just visit po yung The Filipino Hospitality page, like and follow po ang aming page, and then or email us at Bangon Turismo 2021 at gmail.com. So if ever po na you want to connect, no, we're also in, of course, as mentioned earlier, we're in Facebook, no? Follow nyo lang po, hanapin nyo lang po yung The Filipino Hospitality. We're also in Instagram at The Filipino Hospitality. Please go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel because dyan po natin i-upload yung ilan sa mga free trainings natin, no? Kung gusto nyo pong mag-attend, you want to further improve, no, yung inyong skills, right? And you want to be relevant and prepare yourself for tourism recovery. Ayan po. Please feel free to subscribe to YouTube. And of course, we're also in LinkedIn, no? So hanapin niyo lang po yung The Filipino Hospitality, and if you want to connect with me, hanapin niyo lang po ang pangalan ko under Martin Aguilar. So that's it, no? I hope that nabigyan po ng linaw, we get to understand more about the program. I hope everyone's looking forward, especially if you're a displaced tourism worker, no? Pagka ikay isa sa mga naapektuhan po, nawalan po ng trabaho, no? Dito po, alam ko pa it's really going to be a challenge. It's very sad, no? We've seen the real situation on the ground. We've been traveling around Palawan for a while and nakita po namin napakalungkot po ng sitwasyon talaga ng turismo ngayon, no? And so we want to do something, and I hope that we can all rely on each other, help each other. Hindi po to kaya, no, ng ating Department of Tourism, ng ating pong City Tourism Office, ang ating pong Provincial Tourism Office, yung ating pong mga Municipal Tourism Offices, no? Ang ating pong mga associations, they cannot do it all. We have to help each other. And one way really is to prepare ourselves, no? Kaya po tayo nagte-training, kaya po tayo mag-attend ng mga ganitong training. It's never just about the benefits, no? But the learning that you will get, no, will definitely help you so that it can prepare you once bumalik na po ang ating turismo. And it's just a matter of time, no? Based on studies, we know for a fact that our tourism recovery will recover. No, it will recover. It will bounce back. It's just a matter of time. So, until then, no, habang po tayo naghihintay, ihanda po natin ang mga sarili natin. Ensure that we are still current, improve ourselves, develop ourselves to the best version of ourselves. All right? So, yun na po muna ang pinag-uusapan po natin ngayon. I hope, no, everything's clear. If you do have other questions, please feel free to contact us and follow us in our social media channels. So until then, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure and have a great day. God bless.